Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to another video from Habitual Vape Reviews. I'm Brian and today I have a review for you guys and it's on a device. And what this is the RX 2/3 or RX 2/3. It's made by Wismec and Jabo. And what you have here is basically it's your RX 200S, only it does this. So we're not going to dive down in this video. We're going to just do it all FaceTime right here. You guys get to look at my mug while I talk to you guys through the camera. But before I get on with anything, I just want to give you guys some specs with this. The size of it with two batteries is 40.2 by 34.5 by 88.7 millimeters. That's with the two batteries in it. And with three batteries in it, it is 40.2 by 50.1 by 88.7 millimeters, and that's with the three batteries. It is a little bit taller than the original Reuleaux RX 200 and RX 200S. It has variable wattage, it has temperature control, and then when it's in temperature control, it can do nickel, it can do titanium, and it can do stainless steel. With two battery cells in it, it goes from 1 watt to 150 watts, and it goes up to 6 volts. And with three battery cells in it, it goes from 1 watt to 200 watts up to 9 volts. And of course, the voltage and wattage depends on what the resistance of the atomizer that you're using, which we'll get into a little bit after. I'll explain to you guys what I mean. The resistance range for this thing, both modes, is both either dual battery or triple battery. That's what I meant by mode. In temperature control, it can go all the way down to 0.05 up to 1.5 ohm. And then in variable wattage mode, it fires down to 0.1 and it fires up to 3.5 ohms. The temperature range on this is 100 to 315 degrees Celsius, 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's that. So let's start off with the packaging. This is the packaging that the Reuleaux comes in. As you see, it has a picture of the device on the front. And then it says Reuleaux RX 2/3, Wismec.com, their website, yada yada yada. Then on the back, it tells you what you get with it, and then it has all its codes and your scratch and sniff right there with a QR code on it. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Inside the box, you'll get your battery door, which when it comes new, it's wrapped in plastic. And then your device would be right there. And then you pull this off and you pull this off. And then you have your user manual in it. As you look at this manual, it's pretty damn thick. And that's because it comes in two languages and it explains a lot to you. And also in the packaging, you get a USB charger for it's firmware upgradable. You can also bypass and charge it with this, but I do not recommend doing that. I always recommend when you have a charging mod like this where you can charge it, I always recommend to take them out and to charge them in an external 18650 battery charger. That's just me. It even actually says it in the packaging not to charge it like that. Um, if you're on the go or something and you need to charge it real quick shortly, go ahead and do it, but I just don't recommend it because what happens is it doesn't evenly charge the batteries. And so basically what it does is it will unmarry your batteries because it doesn't charge all three of them at once. Getting onto the device. Let me take the atomizer off here so I can show you guys the pin. You have a spring-loaded 510 pin, which I think actually this 510 really isn't that great. There's something about it that seems kind of jinky. And as you see, it has this on it, and that is a 24 millimeter circle. And what I mean by janky is that this sounds funky, and yeah. So, and actually, I thought it actually had a little gap in it, but it doesn't. Or at least this one doesn't. Here is your screen, as you can see. Up here it tells you your mode that you're in, and then over here it tells you your battery life. And then right here I'm at 85 watts, 4.35 volts, and then it shows your resistance and your amps that you're using when you push the button, see? So in order to navigate this around, what you want to do is you want to click it 3 times, and you'll see it starts blinking. You want to push your right regulatory button, and what it does is you can go and you can change that. You can change the battery, as you can see, from either a bar or you can change it to the bar or the percentage. Me personally, I like the percentage. Right here, I'm clicking on the VW. You press this on the left, and you go into your mode. See nickel, titanium, stainless steel. And when you are doing this, which how to lock your resistance, you want to go down onto the ohm, and you just do that. You press the left regulatory button, and what it does is it locks the resistance. So right here, I'm adjusting the wattage while I'm in temperature control mode. You want to press it till it blinks, and then you want to just press the button on the left, and it adjusts it just like that. Okay guys, so in order to adjust the temperature, you just press the buttons. As you can see, it goes up to 600 in Fahrenheit, and then it rounds robin into Celsius, as you can see. So that's how you do that, and then it will ask you if you have a new coil when you use it in temp control, and in order to do that, you either press to the left if it's a new coil, or you press to the right if it's not a new coil. That's all you do, and then you're ready to vape. This does have temp protection on it, so if the thing starts to burn, what it will do is it'll shut right off. Alright, so what I want to show you guys is I want to show you the main reason for this tank, the main thing about it. As you can see on the bottom, it has a button, and all you do is you push that button and you lift this off, but you got to do it gently because the top of this actually has hooks on it, as you can see. And what you do is you hook that in. So what I want to show you is I want to show you this door. I want to show you how it looks with just 2 batteries. And I'm only doing this for the video, but I recommend that if you use this in dual mode, I recommend that you have a separate pair of married batteries, because what's going to happen is by not using the 3rd battery, you're going to unmarry the batteries. I'm only doing this for the video though, so. But here's how it looks with just 2 batteries. As you can see, I have a 0.2 resistance, and I'm at 85 watts. So let's see how far up it goes, because I'm already at over 4 volts. Alright, and with this tank on it, it actually goes up to 150. Some of my atomizers, I shared that if they're a higher resistance and they have higher voltage to power it, it won't go all the way up to 150 when you have the 2 batteries in it. Like say you have a 0.5 resistance, it will max out at the voltage. When the voltage max out, that is the wattage that it stays at. So say you have a 0.5 resistance, right, and you need, say, 65 watts to run it at 6 volts. It will stop at 65 watts because it only goes up to 6 volts. So that's the thing about this. So you got to know what atomizer you're using on it and stuff. And it vapes the same. And I just vaped that at 150 watts. I forgot to actually turn the wattage down. It actually wasn't that bad. But we're not here to see how good this tank vapes. I've already done a review on it. But let's put it back down to a normal vape it. Let me put it at 85. And it still vapes the same. Me personally, I do like the fact that you can do it. It fits in my pocket better. I don't have this big bulge hanging out of my pocket. But what I want to show you guys is I want to show you the batteries. This is a little tricky to get out sometimes. As you can see, I don't think you're going to be able to see it on the camera, but at the way I'm holding it, this is the way it will go in the mod. Bottom is positive, top is negative. And if you see these two gold clips here, these pins, what that is that makes contact to the mod, and that makes it so it works. Like if I take the door off, it's not going to work. And a door has to be on the device for it to actually turn on, and I'll show you right now. And all you do, like I showed you to get it off, is you push this button down the bottom, and you just take it off like that. As you can see, it doesn't work with the door off. But here's what I want to show you that's a little bit different. As you can see, it's ran in series. The original Reuleaux, these were both parallel, and this one was the opposite to make it series, but this one, because you can use it as a 2-battery device, this is how they are. You just pull them out like that, and as you can see, you have your negative, positive, and then positive, negative. To get into your TCR mode, you want to shut the device off, and you just want to press these two buttons. Oh no, that flips the screen, I'm sorry. If you turn the device off and you press the left and right button, it'll flip the screen. And then now we're back to normal. So to get into TCR, I believe you press the left button. And yes, here's your TCRs right here. You have 3 memory settings for your TCRs, but you have to turn the device off in order to get to them. In order to get out of it, you just hold down the fire button. If you hold the fire button in the left battery, it'll tell you each volt, the voltage of each battery. Let me do that again. See, shows what voltage I have right now in each battery, which I think is actually pretty cool. And if you press the fire button and both buttons, you get your voltage again. I think that's pretty cool. I want to show you something else, so let's turn it on. If you press the right button in the fire, I believe it's stealth mode. Yeah, see, stealth mode. Turn that off. If you press both buttons while the device is on, you get a key lock. See? Key lock. So now I can still fire it. But I can't adjust the wattage or the voltage or anything. So, what do I think about it? I really love this. This is actually my favorite mod. What I love about it is it has the exact same screen as the RX200S that came out previous to this. I never actually had the RX200S, and this came out. I was going to get it, but then this came out with, that I could actually use it with 2 batteries. So that's why I purchased this. So now there's no need for me to get any, RX200S because it has the same screen. I love this screen because it's big and I can actually see it. Compared to the original Reuleaux, I couldn't really see the screen that well because my vision's bad and the screen was small. Before I go though, I want to pull out the original RX200 and I just want to compare it with you guys. Let me take the tank off. As you can see, the 2/3 is actually taller than the regular Reuleaux. This way, they're identical, same shape. As you can see, you can stack one on top of each other, and that's identical. It's just a little bit taller. And the pin on the top appears to be the same. I thought it was different for some reason, but it's not. It's actually the same pin. I think that was something that they actually fixed, because I believe they did have a different pin in it prior to this one when they were sending out samples, but now it appears to be the same 510 pin. Alright guys, so that does it for me today. So I hope you liked this video. If I've earned your subscription, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram at Brian_habitual_vapors, and you can also follow me on Facebook at Habitual Vapors. So that does it for me, guys. Don't forget to sign up for advocacy. It's still alive. I will have links in the description below for the Rip Trippers Right to Vape campaign. I'll have links for CASAD.org, NotBlowingSmoke.org, AIMSA.org, and I'll also have the links to my, other social medias. And I will also have some links in the descriptions below to where you can find this device. So that does it for me, guys. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I'll catch you next time here on Habitual Vapor Vape Reviews. Have a good day.